Welcome to the channel. Let's discuss the unexpected routes of the airplane. Before jets roared across the sky, before airports connected continents, before even the Wright brothers took off from a windswept beach in North Carolina, there was a dream, the dream of flight. But what if the roots of the airplane, arguably one of humanity's most transformative inventions, aren't just about engines and wings? What if they're about nature, art, and centuries of failure? This is the story of the unexpected roots of the airplane. In the 15th century, Leonardo da Vinci sketched machines that looked like birds with gears. His ornithopter designs were centuries ahead of their time, more poetry than engineering, perhaps, but profound nonetheless. He once wrote, "Once you have tasted flight, you will forever walk the earth with your eyes turned skyward." Leonardo wasn't alone in dreaming of flight, but his approach was holistic. He observed birds obsessively, dissected them, and studied the structure of wings and feathers. His notebooks are filled with diagrams and hypotheses. Though his machines never left the ground, his work was the philosophical beginning of aviation, the belief that humans could crack the code of the skies. Then came the hot air balloon in 1783. Launched by the Montgolfier brothers in France, it was the first time humans ascended into the atmosphere. The balloon was powered not by engines, but by heated air. It floated, drifted, and opened people's eyes to the possibilities of human ascent. While it didn't offer control or propulsion, it was a crucial step. In the 19th century, German engineer Otto Lilienthal studied bird flight and built gliders that actually soared. He meticulously documented over 2,000 flights, and his photographic evidence of gliding across hills became iconic. Tragically, he died in a crash, but his legacy influenced the Wright brothers directly. He believed in understanding the physics of flight through observation and trial. Then came Samuel Langley, an American astronomer and physicist who built steam-powered aircrafts. In 1903, yes, the same year as the Wright brothers, Langley attempted a manned flight with his aerodrome. It failed catastrophically. Yet, his research on lift and propulsion added to the scientific conversation. His failure was not wasted effort. These visionaries weren't just building machines. They were decoding the language of air, the most consistent teacher of flight. Nature, birds, with their hollow bones and aerodynamic wings, were the original blueprint for flying machines. Pioneers studied how birds twist their feathers, glide on thermals, and achieve lift. Watching a hawk hover in midair or a swallow dart through branches offered clues into agility and control. But it wasn't just birds. Fish inspired the fuselage, streamlined, smooth, designed to cut through water with minimal drag. Engineers realized that mimicking this shape in air reduced wind resistance. Dolphins and sharks, in particular, offered insight into efficient movement. And then there were insects, tiny, agile, and seemingly magical in flight. Their wings vibrate, twist, and rotate midair, techniques now studied in microdrones and next-gen lightweight aircraft. Dragonflies, for example, can hover, reverse, and maneuver with incredible precision. The natural world was not just a muse, it was an aerodynamic classroom. December 17, 1903, killed Devil Hills, North Carolina. Orville Wright takes off for 12 seconds at 120 feet, a short distance for man and infinite leap for mankind. But the Wright brothers didn't succeed by luck or intuition. They were engineers, tinkerers, and deeply analytical thinkers. They built their own wind tunnel and tested over 100 wing shapes. They invented the three-axis control system, which allowed pilots to control pitch, roll, and yaw, the bedrock of modern aviation. They used lightweight spruce wood, custom-built propellers, and a 12-horsepower engine weighing under 200 pounds. Their genius wasn't just in flying, but in understanding how to fly safely and repeatedly. It was methodical, scientific, and revolutionary. By the 1920s and 30s, the airplane transformed from a curiosity into a mode of transport. The first commercial flight took place in 1914 between St. Petersburg and Tampa, Florida, a 23-minute journey that cost $5. The plane held one passenger. Soon, airlines like Pan Am and KLM took to the skies. Planes grew larger, faster, and more reliable. Airports sprouted up across the world. Pilots became celebrities. Flying became aspirational. Technological innovations like radial engines, metal fuselages, and pressurized cabins made flying safer and more comfortable. By mid-century, aviation had become an essential part of global infrastructure. World War I and II accelerated aviation technology dramatically. Fighter planes, bombers, radar, military necessity drove innovation. Jet engines emerged, drastically increasing speed and altitude. After the war, these technologies filtered into civilian aircraft, sparking the golden age of air travel. Today, we're once again at the edge of a new flight frontier. Electric propulsion is being tested for zero-emission planes. Companies like Aviation and Rolls-Royce are developing all-electric aircraft for short-haul travel. The goal? Quiet, clean, and efficient air travel. Supersonic jets like Boom's Overture promise to cut transatlantic flights in half, bringing back the Concorde dream with modern tech and environmental considerations. Autonomous drones and flying taxis are on the verge of reshaping urban transport. Cities like Dubai and Los Angeles are testing air mobility corridors, and in labs around the world, engineers are studying bio-inspired wings, shape-shifting materials, and solar-powered aircraft. NASA is working on ultra-efficient X-planes. Boeing and Airbus are investing in AI-driven flight, navigation, but alongside progress comes responsibility. Aviation accounts for roughly 2 to 3% of global CO2 emissions. As demand for air travel increases, sustainability becomes urgent. Biofuels, carbon offsetting, and electric innovation are key battlegrounds. From the mind of a Renaissance artist, to the wings of birds, to the dreams of daring inventors, to the roar of modern engines, the airplane was never just a machine. It was an idea, a bridge between heaven and earth, a symbol of what's possible when curiosity meets courage. The sky is open. Where will we go next? Like, share, and subscribe. Stay intrigued.